Sanjay. Even before his son Julian was born, he started preparing. And he started preparing by taking up the advanced project manual on storytelling. And now that, so that when his son grows up, he can narrate good stories to him. And now that his son has crossed a year and is growing up, the folk tales are over, that was project 1, the personal stories are over. Now keeping in mind Julian's future, he's preparing on the next project, and that's a project that we delivered today, that on the touching story. So, Mr. General Evaluator for the Toastmasters and Sanjay in particular, it calls for a lot of courage to try to convey emotion, because there are so many contrasting emotions that one can talk about. There is love, there is hate, there is anger, there is friendship, there is sadness and there is happiness. And today, I felt, Sanjay, that you were trying through your story to convey this emotion of love. And the love that was conveyed was between Lehna and his loved one, whom he met at Amritsar first. And though he lost the girl, he felt that he loved her enough to protect the one that she loved and the one that she married, and that was Lieutenant Hazara. Right? So the storytelling involves a lot of elements, and some of those elements are a setting, a plot, characters, conflict, action, and conversation. And yes, throughout your story, there were a lot of these. There was a setting which began in Amritsar and then it moved on to the trenches of Europe. There were characters, the 3 principal characters and the others around that trench there in Europe. There was a plot, yes. The initial plot was about getting the loved one and then losing her, and then going on to protect the one that his loved one had married. So that plot was there. There was a bit of conflict and action in the warfare involved. And yes, there was dialogue as well. I felt initially you were a bit not so fluent as you usually are. I don't know what the reason was, but you picked up after that, and that was good. I felt that when you were talking about the trench and the action around the trench, you spent a little too much time there, with the result that you exceeded your time limit by about 4 minutes. I also felt that going forward, if you want to convey emotion directly or indirectly, you need to have a slightly less complex plot. After talking to you, I came to know about the subtleties of the plot and who loved whom and who sacrificed whom, right? So which probably was not very clear at the first hearing by me and most of the other audience here as well. But going forward, I hope that as you take up the next story, that of the historical story, that you will incorporate all of these storytelling elements and go on to entertain both us and your son and maybe your future child as well. Wish you all the very best.